Sharks territory, I am beyond honored to introduce our next guest. Hailing from Burnaby, British Columbia, in 2021-22, he was named the Winterhawks Rookie of the Year. In 22-23, he was named Portland's co-MVP. And in 2023 NHL entry draft, he was selected 123rd overall in the fourth round by the San Jose Sharks. Sharks fans, give it up for Luca Cagnoni. Luca, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for getting me on here.
Thank you for taking time out of your summer to talk to us, San Jose Sharks fans. You have a remarkable story of how you have arrived to the pros. So I'd like to begin today's conversation by going back a couple of years. Can you share with us what the journey was like going from playing minor hockey with Burnaby Winter Club, going to a couple of tryouts with major junior hockey clubs, and then earning that roster spot on the Portland Winterhawks?
Yeah, I mean, definitely was a long journey for me. Didn't really have the easy way out for anything. As a lot of people know, like I didn't really get drafted to the WHL, but I got picked up pretty early the next season by Portland, and yeah, I kind of just had to stick with it with BWC for a while, and then COVID kind of hit, which gave me an opportunity to go play for the Winterhawks and have great coaches like Mike Johnson and Gustafson, and those guys kind of took a hold of me there, and the rest is kind of history.
Let's fast forward a couple of seasons, right? So you're playing on the top defensive line in Portland. What aspect of your game has improved the most since playing in the WHL?
Yeah, I would definitely say it would be like my defensive side. I still think I can get better at it, but I think like before even getting to the league, you can kind of play a little bit softer and not hit as much. But when you're in the WHL, it's a pretty physical league. I know how to hold your ground and gotta know how to play the body. So something that I kind of had to teach myself, and I had good mentors, kind of moving up into the years that kind of taught me the way.
Outstanding. Would you mind sharing some of those mentors that helped you along the
Yeah, like
way?
another like Sharks guy like Cheech when I first got there, he kind of took me under his wing. I got to play a couple games with him, and he was a great leader and player, and like guys like that. And the next year, like Clay Hannes, who was a little bit of a smaller guy like me, but he would still throw a body around. I think he dropped the gloves a couple times. So just guys like that made my life a little bit easier.
Nice. So back in January, you get the invite to the CHL NHL Top Prospects game. What was it like playing in that game against the world's best and knowing you were potentially one step closer to your NHL dream?
Yeah, it was a huge goal for me at the beginning of the year to get mentioned and go to that game. Obviously, I think it's kind of the top 40, right? So it's a big honor to be playing in that game, and I think like the atmosphere was great. It was in my hometown too, which made it even better. I got to see my family and stuff, so it was just a great atmosphere and a great event.
Yeah, I've heard you in the past say that you love to feed off the energy of the crowd. Um, So with that being said, the Winterhawks had made it to the second round of the WHL playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons. Describe the experience of having a city rally behind you and the team on your quest for championship glory.
Yeah, I mean, I think our fans are really good. We average quite a bit. We have a big stadium, which kind of makes it look a little bit emptier. But obviously, going to the rink every day is pretty easy when you have such a good crowd like Portland. I think our fans really support us, and we get some pretty good showings for games. And even the guys on my team makes it really easy to show up. Like, got some great group of guys in the room. We really have some really good fun in the room. So, I mean, when we go on the ice, it's all business. But leading up to that, we have some good times, and it's just a great environment to be in.
So you were playing against some of your rivals these past couple of years. How has those playoffs kind of mold you to become on that higher level or elite tier of competing at an NHL or pro level?
Yeah, kind of going back to 2 years now against Seattle in the playoffs. We were up 3-1, and you think that you got it in the bag, and then somehow they crawl their way back into the series, and they beat us, which is a kind of a heartbreaker there. But you learn from that, and adversity is a huge part of hockey. So you kind of just have to learn from your mistakes and just kind of become a bigger person. And even this year with Kamloops, you get swept, but there's always things that you can take away from every series or even every game that will help you benefit in the future.
Okay, so let's advance the puck to the 2023 NHL draft. Now that you have about a month to reflect, can you describe what it feels like having been selected by the San Jose Sharks?
Yeah, I mean, still kind of in shock to the day, but it's a huge relief. You kind of look up to the moment since you're like a little kid. And for me, it was a long journey just to get your name called in one of the drafts. So that was a great feeling, but super thrilled to be part of such a great organization. And like obviously really excited and relieved.
You've listed your father as being the most influential person on your hockey career. You've been on the rink with him since the age of 2. How did it feel hearing the Sharks call your name while sitting next to him at Nashville?
Yeah, I mean, it was a literal dream come true. He's been one of my biggest supporters. He's been to every game, almost every practice when I was younger. So not a person I'd rather sit beside there. And I think he might have been more excited than me for it. So it was a pretty cool moment.
Awesome. So just curious, where's that jersey that you put on draft day? Where's that hanging out
Oh
now?
yeah, I'm trying to get it framed right now, but so right now it's in a closet, hanged up nice and neatly.
Nice. All right, so you've called yourself an offensive defenseman and backed it up with 64 points in 67 games last season. You're the fourth highest scoring skater on Portland, highest scoring defenseman, and led the Winterhawks with 27 assists on the power play. Among league defensemen, you were tied sixth in goal scoring and had 10th most points. Many fans, however, may not be aware that you were a forward before you became a defenseman. Can you share with us what influenced you to make the transition to the blue
Yeah, I
line?
mean, I was really young. It was spring hockey, and my coach just put me on the back end for a game, I guess, just for fun. And I think I probably had a really good game. I think I got MVP that game, and he told me that I'll stick back there for a long time. So ever since then, I kind of just stuck with it. But I guess I got some of my forward habits still.
Yes. Well, you obviously made a fantastic choice. Hey, Sharks Territory. I would like to take a moment to remind you that tonight's show was brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. So we're going to pass on the puck for a quick word on their latest sports related contest. New customers download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. Bet just $5 to score $150 in bonus bets instantly. That's code THPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050 or visit gamblinghelplinema.org. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Kansas, call 1-800-522-4700. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in West Virginia, gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. All games regulated by the West Virginia Lottery. Please play responsibly. In partnership with Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races, in Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. 21 and over in most eligible states, but age varies by jurisdiction. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details and state-specific responsible gambling resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. 1 boost per eligible game. Opt-in required. Max bet $50. 10+ leg required for 100% boost. Eligibility, wagering, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/baseball terms. So a couple of weeks ago, you were in San Jose, California for the Sharks development camp. What was that experience like?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, you get to meet all the draft picks and the draft picks in the earlier years and stuff like that. So it was really cool meeting the guys. You get to meet the whole coaching staff again, and like obviously the hockey's really competitive and stuff like that. You're trying to make a good impression, but the city's really cool. Got to see some of the fans there for the prospects game, so it was really good environment and a really cool event.
Yeah, so for the prospect scrimmage, you had the opportunity to play with and against future teammates at the Tech CU Arena. You also had the opportunity to work under Barracuda head coach John McCarthy. Can you share the experience of playing in front of San Jose hockey fans for the first time in that building and what it was like skating alongside the new teammates during the game? And what did you like about McCarthy's style of coaching?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like the coaching style, it wasn't too hard on us because it, you're kind of just going out there, kind of showing some of your talent. But he was giving us some pointers, which was really good, and just trying to make you look better out there, which is obviously the goal to try to look your best out there and prove your points and stuff. But even playing with the other teammates, I thought we kind of moved the puck well, kind of merged together pretty good. But yeah, it's obviously pretty exciting looking forward in the next couple of years and seeing where everyone's going to be and, hopefully playing with them at that time.
Okay, so the San Jose Sharks are home to the NHL's all-time leader in games played. Describe what it felt like being able to share the ice with NHL legend Patrick Marleau.
Yeah, I mean, we were just practicing and you see him on the ice and he's still ripping pucks and, obviously his skill and his talent was just still really cool to see. But kind of being in the moment and stuff, you're kind of a little shocked when you see him just ripping pucks out there, just trying to act like a normal human being when he's got all those games played and stuff. So it's a real cool moment.
Yeah, it's really amazing. They did a good job honoring him. I don't know if you had a chance to take a step inside the SAP Center, but he became the first player to have his jersey numbered. So, I mean, I can understand being starstruck when you see him, but he's an amazing person. Back to you and your game here. So you have a pregame superstition that includes putting on your left side equipment first, as well as the same tape job each game. When or how did this begin, and did you do the same thing for the prospect scrimmage?
Yeah, it started. I think I was pretty young. It just kind of a habit now. Even like my socks, like on like just my normal socks, I got left and right on them to make sure we're in the same ones. It's just something I got going on, and I guess I can't let go of it. And same with the stick. Like sometimes I'll change it up for practice, a tape job, but for the games I stick to the same one. And then for the prospects game, like yeah, I stuck with it. I mean, it was basically a regular game for me, trying to prove what I can do and stuff. So I didn't want to change anything.
Outstanding. Um, Congratulations, by the way, on being invited to Hockey Canada's Program of
Yeah,
Excellence summer meetings, where you'll prep for the 2023 World Under 17 Hockey Challenge and the 2024 IHF World Junior Championships. Just quickly, what does that mean to you to, just have another accomplishment? I mean, the past 7 months have to have been fast for you, right?
yeah, for sure. I mean, like it's obviously a huge honor to wear the leaf and stuff like that. It'll be like my first time, hopefully putting on the jersey and stuff. So it was a pretty cool moment when I got the call when I was in Nashville. So it was kind of right before the draft too. So it was leading up to a good week, I would say. And yeah, it's been a fast couple months. A lot of stuff's been going on, but I'm super grateful.
Sharks territory is grateful to have you too, Luca. So, um, I just want to do really quick some true or false. So I want to do some fun facts. Playing true or false. Feel free to elaborate on any of these. All right. So, true or false? You were an honor student each year of high school.
True.
Now that's
I think.
discipline. Pursuing a hockey career while making honor roll each year. He's all I think.
I think.
um, and we're going to go with each year. Okay, so we have a very disciplined future Shark on our hands here, Sharks fans, and congrats, by the way, because that's an amazing accomplishment within its own. So back to true or false. True or false? Your favorite food is sushi.
I'm gonna go false now. I think it was before, but now I'm just really loving my steaks in the summer, and it's good protein. So
Nice. Okay, one more here. True or false? Your favorite movie is Hustle.
yeah, it's true. Watched it a couple times when it first came out, and kind of fell in love with like the story behind it, and like how hard you have to work to get to like every league. So yeah, it's obviously a great movie, and I think it's good to kind of like a role model movie.
I imagine you can relate to the main storyline. Anyways, let's wrap it up here because I know you're a busy man, and I appreciate you taking time out of your summer to have an unfiltered conversation with Sounds like Sharks fans. Um, I would like to leave. Okay, so my last question is, step one was getting drafted, and that's complete. Step two is obviously earning the ELC. You're returning to WHL for the 2023-24 season. What's the progression plan moving forward to solidify a spot on the San Jose roster
Yeah,
or
well,
a
for
San Jose
me, it's
roster?
just doing the same things, but like off the ice, like still trying to get stronger and being able to body those bigger guys because every league that you move up in, you're trying to compete with them, and you got to be able to hold your ground. So just trying to stick with that and keep on getting better every year with Portland, especially doing the things that I can do, my offensive game, and still trying to build on my defensive game.
Okay. Thank you again for your time, Luca. I appreciate you, taking some time to join us here at Shark City Hockey during your summer. I would like to give this moment for you to, plug your socials, do any shout outs, or, just plug any, let anyone know what you're up to or say final words, thoughts to Sharks fans out there.
Yeah, I mean, super excited to be a part of like the Sharks organization, and like really excited to be playing in front of you guys soon. So yeah, I mean, I think some of you guys on my Instagram is just my name basically. So yeah, just super excited to be a part of the organization, and hopefully I can play in front of you guys.
We look forward to seeing you here and playing in San Jose and suiting up in Teal, Luca. Have a great, rest of the day and your evening. And thank you again for joining me here on Shark City Hockey, Shark City Unfiltered.
Yeah, thank you very much for this.
All right, Luca. And until next time.
Thanks, you too.
All right, Sharks fans. That was Luca Cagnoni, the 147th player to be drafted from Portland Winterhawks, a WHL best, and the San Jose Sharks 4th-round selection, 123rd overall in the 2023 NHL draft. I am Aaron James. Thank you so much for joining me for a special edition of Shark City Unfiltered. Follow us on social media at sharkcityhockey.com or at Shark City Hockey, pardon me. Don't forget to like, subscribe on the Shark City Hockey YouTube channel. And of course, every episode of Shark City Unfiltered can be found in audio and video format at sharkcityhockey.com. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Till next time, let's